Welcome back to the Compressor Guru. This is going to be a very strange episode because the camera wife didn't push record. However, we had enough clips of what we were working on to put this together for you. So welcome to a very short, very strange episode where we are looking at two different compressors with two totally different oil issues. The first compressor we're looking at is from the last episode where we tore down a CRS5, and this machine had been run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for a year. The machine started using oil and started blowing oil, and the customer called and wanted warranty, blah, 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 blah. We already told you all that. Go watch the last episode. So we drained it out. Here's us draining it out. Now, we also have another machine where we drained out oil out of an identical machine that was ignored for perhaps 5 years. Not only ignored with not changing the oil, they didn't even check the oil. And you can see how difficult it was just to get the oil out of the crankcase. This is brake clean. We were shooting up the drain hole to get some of the chunks out. Okay, just let her drain. Okay. Okay, we have brand new compressor oil in here. This is PCI-20 weight Amsoil compressor oil. Nice and clean. That's what it would look like dumping it straight into your compressor brand new.
Kind of look like peanut oil.
Because it's
Yes.
it's not peanut oil.
Boy.
A couple weeks ago, got called out for a motor that went bad on a QT5 Quincy compressor. We get there, we changed the motor out, and I asked the customer, I says, well, I'm here, you want me to go ahead and change the oil on that? He says, yeah. He just bought the place, didn't know when the last time the oil was changed. And the oil in this bucket that had lower level, this is everything that came out of a QT5 or a CRS5. And if you take a look at what was in this bucket, it's much fuller, and that's what came out of the CRS5 from our last episode where we tore it down. And the beginning of the episode, we showed everything draining out of that compressor. Now, we took great pains in getting all the oil out of the compressor at the customers 2 weeks ago, and this is all that was in there.
How much should there be in there?
Just under 2 quarts.
Okay.
I can look it up and I'll put it in the banner below. But when we were getting the oil out of it, Charlie, you've met Charlie before, it started coming out. And that's not a good representation because we had the machine running and can you look in there?
I can look in there. Yuck.
Yeah. So I'm just going
So that's not like paint coming out of the bottom of that
No,
can.
this had chunks. in the oil, and when it came out, we were just shocked. This is all the oil that was in that compressor. Now that compressor had run a number of years low on oil and never burned up. So a while back we put up new and improved, new versus old, and the video was showing the differences between the new CRS CS1 and the CRS5, the old version. It was smaller and had to run faster to make the same amount of air. Let's see if anything else came out of that. Oh, there we go. We're starting to get some of the chunks out. I can see them sticking up in there. Can't get them off my fingers, but they're there. So that compressor only had that much oil in. It did not burn up, which just amazes me. And when it came out, it was all black. This had separated since it's sat in here for the last 2 weeks waiting to do this episode. Because I had to work around the camera wife's schedule to get her here today. Oh.
Folks, these are regular cafeteria trays. So you get an idea of the kind of space that's here. Not that I'm trying to detract from what terrible things he's going to tell you. But you can see, this doesn't even cover the whole tray. It hasn't even filled in there because of all the Pred in it.
We live near Penn State, State College, PA. And their surplus, they get rid of lots of good stuff. And I was in there one day, and they had a whole bunch of cafeteria trays. And I'm like, those would be great for putting parts on. And so I got a bunch of cafeteria trays. I want to say they were, what, 10 cents a piece?
I don't think I was with you when you bought them.
It was like a whole dollar. Now.
And they're great for sled riding. Not for us, but
this came out of the compressor from our last episode. And this is the same oil that you see in here, but it ran non-stop for 1 year, 24 hours a day for 1 year. And I'm actually we're going to do a little follow-up, and I'll film it later. I'm going to let it set and see if this clears like this settled, and let the dirt drop to the bottom also. So at the end of the episode, which it'll be 2 weeks from now when I do the end of this episode, but we'll take and we'll pour more out on a tray, and we'll see if it comes out clear with the dark stuff dropping to the bottom. But I wanted to show you that this compressor failed for being overrun for 1 year. This compressor still hasn't failed. It's got fresh oil in it. Today is the day the maintenance guy is going to change the oil in that compressor where we changed the motor. So it's going to get flushed and another fresh dose of oil. It's hard to believe that compressor didn't burn up, because this is all the oil that it had in it when it should have been holding nearly 2 quarts.
And that's probably, what, a half a quart?
I don't think there's a half quart there.
Okay. But you're going to put more in the other tray and see if it settles.
Well, I can see that my bike lift isn't level right now because it's getting clear right there. Well, I'm going to leave this in the can. I'm going to put a rag over top of it and set it out of the way, and in 2 weeks I'm going to pour out more and see if the dirt settled out of this oil and it ended up looking like this. I do not know what this oil was.
Are these both the same kind of compressor?
Must be a fake, or which is which? They're completely identical.
Same pump, same exact pump.
Okay.
That's why I thought this was a really good comparison.
Well, yeah.
For as much as I gripe about how hard part of this machine is to work on, the bottom end, boy, they dodged a bullet that this thing didn't burn up. And this one did. It ruined the rings, ruined the one connecting rod, and we didn't look at the cylinder walls in that other machine. It's amazing that this machine had enough oil and failed. This machine with this much oil is still running. Guys, there's no rhyme or reason to any of it. But,
Looking at that other one now that was all black,
yeah.
I can see right down to the bottom of the tray in some places.
That's because my table's not level.
Yeah, but it's still going around the outside edges of it. But yeah, that would be...
We'll leave that set there too.
Pour a little more in there and let that sit there and see what it does.
Yes, camera wife.
Because, I like to do these experiments too. It's my story and I'm sticking to it.
That should cover the whole bottom very nicely.
Okay.
Folks, I can't do the exit right now because that's going to happen in 2 weeks. Stay tuned to the end of the video.
Are we looking at you?
It's been several days. Didn't wait 2 weeks because quite frankly we're busy and I need the bench space. Our oil on your right is the oil that came out of the compressor that was almost out of oil, and this is the sum total of oil that was in the compressor. And the oil has separated. The sludge is over here, the tiny little bit of sludge left in the paint can. This oil was from a compressor that had sat here for more than a year, and the dirt in the oil still hasn't separated from the oil a year and days later. And I am not, I know what this oil is. This oil is PCI from Amsoil. I do not know what this oil is. I would like to know, and I'm not sure I'll ever find out because the business changed hands and the new owner called me about their troubles there. This is really interesting. This is about the QT pump. This is really interesting. This is about the CRS 5 pump and the upgrade. Guys, I just don't know what to tell you. I don't.
So, do you think it's good that it's separated and now we can see some clear oil in that oil? Or is it better that the oil stays the constant consistency of the one on the left?
I don't know. If you know, would you tell me in the comments? I know that oil that has the dirt suspended in it in a pressure-fed system will allow the filter to filter some of the dirt out. This is a splash lube machine. This oil here is perfect for a splash lube machine.
That's the oil on the left.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, the camera's not panned down.
It isn't.
Guys, I don't know. But I think it's really interesting to look at these and go, the oil came out of one pump that went down for being overrun, run 24 hours, 7 days a week for a year. And it had plenty of oil in it and started using oil. The oil on the right, the machine was virtually out of oil and kept running with sludge in the bottom and is still in service and several years old. I don't even remember how this video started because it was several days ago I shot this. But this is a conclusion. I know we set these here in these trays to see if the oil on the left would separate like the oil on the right did very quickly. Guys, welcome to season 7 of the Compressor Guru. We're going to do a few different episodes here. I got a project I've been wanting to do. We actually put it up in a viewer's choice a few years ago, and we're going to do one of those episodes. It's a cool old thing we're going to restore for this shop, for my use. Anyway.
Ooh, can I say something?
Yeah.
It has nothing.
When have I ever been able to stop you?
It has nothing to do with the Compressor Guru himself, or actually what we're even talking about today. But, folks, I don't know if you can hear it. We are out in the garage, and the big door is up, and the birds are just gone wild. It's finally spring. Not that it didn't snow 3 days ago when we were on motorcycles.
Tell me I have a mama.
And we have a mama robin who has built a nest and laid eggs on the shelf right outside the office door. So every time you leave the shop or go into the office or vice versa, this poor bird has to fly. I feel so bad for her. But it's spring, and we're happy that it's spring and looking forward to summer so we can do more things. Anyway, with that, have a great day, folks.